3 years into the relationship, Jake looked in the mirror and didn't recognize himself. Every hobby, gone. Every friend, distant. Every dream, adjusted to fit her life. He had disappeared and never noticed it happening. And here's what terrifies me. You might be disappearing too, into your partner, your family, someone else, and you don't even know it. The Stoics called this the greatest weakness, not loving people, but vanishing into them. Today I'm showing you strategic detachment, how to love deeply without losing yourself. Because the person you're disappearing into, they don't need a shadow. They need you. Jake was successful, independent, a decent man. Then he met her, and slowly, invisibly, he started shrinking. She didn't like his friends. He saw them less. Then never. She wanted him home. He turned down promotions. For us, she preferred quiet nights. He stopped playing basketball, stopped going to the gym, stopped being himself. Every change was small. Every compromise felt reasonable. But compromise became surrender, and surrender became disappearance. The relationship ended. Like they do. And Jake had nothing to return to. No hobbies, no friends, no self. He'd spent 3 years building her life and erasing his. Epictetus said it clearly. If you surrender your judgment to another, you surrender your freedom. Jake surrendered everything and called it love. Marcus Aurelius loved deeply. Devoted husband, loving father, loyal friend. But he never disappeared. He wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." He loved his wife, Faustina, but his peace didn't depend on her mood. He loved his children, but his worth wasn't defined by their approval. He loved Rome, but he maintained his inner citadel, a part of himself untouchable, even by those he loved most. This is strategic detachment, not coldness, clarity, not distance, boundaries, not avoiding love, protecting yourself within it. Seneca taught, "He who fears he will suffer, already suffers from his fear." Clinging to someone out of fear of losing them means you've already lost yourself. The Stoics understood something most people never learn. You can love someone completely while remaining whole. That's not a contradiction, that's mastery. Principle 1. Maintain your inner citadel. Your partner can influence your emotions. They cannot control your core. 3 ways to protect it. First, keep one activity that is yours alone. Jake stopped basketball. She wasn't interested. That was the first piece of himself he lost. Marcus kept his philosophy private, even as emperor, even as a father. Second, maintain friendships outside the relationship. The relationship that isolates you is the relationship that controls you. Third, have thoughts you don't always share. Intimacy doesn't mean total transparency. Marcus wrote his meditations privately. Not every thought belongs to someone else. The test. If they left tomorrow, would I still know who I am? If the answer is no, you've disappeared. Principle 2. Love their choices. Don't control them. The codependent pattern. If I just make them happy, they'll stay. I can fix them. I can save them. If I'm just perfect, they won't leave. This isn't love. This is fear dressed as devotion. Epictetus. Some things are in our control. Some are not. Your partner is angry. You can listen. You can't fix them. Your friend is self-destructing. You can care. You can't save them. The hard truth, letting people face the consequences of their choices, is love, protecting them from reality, is control disguised as care. Seneca loved Nero, tried to guide him toward virtue. Nero chose cruelty. Seneca couldn't save him. He could only maintain his own integrity. And eventually, walk away. Because loving someone doesn't mean drowning with them. If you're recognizing yourself in Jake's story, you're not alone. Drop a comment with the word Citadel and I'll know you're with me. Principle 3. Serve. Don't sacrifice. The difference. Sacrifice gives from depletion, builds resentment, expects reciprocation. Service gives from overflow, feels like choice, expects nothing. Marcus served Rome his entire life, but he maintained his philosophy, his health, his boundaries. He gave from a full cup, not an empty one. One test. Am I giving because I want to, or because I'm afraid of what happens if I don't? Fear-based giving. Sacrifice. Choice-based giving. Service. If you're running on empty for someone else, you're not loving them. You're disappearing for them. Principle 4. Accept impermanence. The trap. If I lose them, I lose myself. The Stoic truth. Everything is temporary, including love. Marcus loved Faustina deeply, but accepted she would die, or he would. He practiced negative visualization. Imagined her gone. Not to be morbid, to appreciate her now. The paradox. Accepting loss deepens love. Clinging from fear destroys it. When you stop trying to control permanence, you start actually loving. Remember Jake? After the breakup, he rebuilt, not overnight. It took months of uncomfortable work. Reconnected with friends, returned to basketball, remembered who he was before he started disappearing. 6 months later, he met someone new. But this time was different. He kept his friends, he kept his hobbies, he kept his goals, he kept his identity. He loved her deeply, but he loved himself too. The difference? First relationship. I need you to feel whole. Second relationship. I am whole, and I choose to share that with you. That is strategic detachment. That is what Marcus practiced, what Seneca understood, what Epictetus taught his students. You can love without vanishing. You can care without dissolving. You can give without being destroyed. The person who loves you doesn't want your shadow. They want you, all of you, whole. You've learned the 4 principles. Inner Citadel. Don't control them. Serve, not sacrifice. Accept impermanence. Start with one thing today. One hobby they're not part of. One friend you call this week. One private thought you keep for yourself. Reclaim one piece of yourself and build from there. Friday, I'm showing you the 3 types of people in your life and why most of them don't actually care about you as much as you think. Subscribe to Valor Vision, because strength isn't avoiding connection, it's maintaining yourself within it. Marcus Aurelius loved deeply, but he never disappeared. Neither should you.